Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. This is my chess journey, specifically in Rapid. I'm rated 1300, and this is my journey to 2000. I'm playing the best chess I've ever played. It's been a couple years now. It's been a rough grind. I've been stuck at different ratings, and I just love the game. So I wanted to start this channel, and I hope that you guys enjoy. We're going to be playing games. We're going to be learning from them one move at a time. We're going to go over the analysis, and I'm going to explain my thought process to each and every move. I'm not a chess master. I'm not a child prodigy. I just got into chess a couple of years ago, and I'm having a great time. And yeah, let's have a good time. I hope you enjoy the video. Let's get right into it. I like e4. Okay, Sicilian. I like this variation where I get rid of this knight and then I play d4. I like to get d4 in. So that doesn't affect my plan. I'll go ahead and take. Knights before bishops, always. Okay, do I want to take or do I want to play d5? d4 immediately. Hmm. I think I take and play d4. Best of both worlds. I know this bishop's going to come out and target this. So I'll probably just prepare a battery right here with the queen and the bishop. When the knight comes out, I'll then target the bishop because this is his main attacking piece in the position. That bishop's really annoying if you let it stay late in the game. So here's another way to target it. Actually, do I want to take with the knight or the bishop? Which one's better? Either piece is going to get kicked, right? So no matter what, I have to bring it back. Actually, he couldn't kick it. He couldn't push e5. That was a mistake by me. It's okay. Yeah, I probably should have kept the battery. I'm going to check the engine on that later. The good news is he's not really pressuring me, so I'm okay not castling just yet. I could actually put in some attacking moves that I'm envisioning. I see he's clearly going to castle this way. All these pawns are gone. So, yeah. I'm actually a Sicilian player myself. If I get black during this video, you will see. Okay, which is better? Attack first or just castle first? Probably doesn't matter. I'll just attack. The good news is he can't bring his knight over. If I were to push this again, he can't bring this over because then I take his bishop. Well, he can take. He can. He actually can. Okay, go ahead and castle, so I don't have to worry about anything. Curious as to how this type of content is going to go, being my rating level. Do you guys care more about learning from the masters, or do you care just about watching all types of chess? Let's see. Does this move do anything? Does it have anything to do with my plan? Can't go g4, so what do I do? I guess I just set up this battery again and just get ready to take that bishop from the defense of the king. If I would have pushed this pawn here, he would have just taken it. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this production, whether anything needs to change, suggestions. All right. So he wants to go after that. But the good news is, since he did that, I now have time to play h4, right? And then I get to bust open his king a little bit. And if he takes my bishop, I take back with the queen. The bishop can't come here at that point, right? So he's no longer defending that square. As soon as he moved the knight, okay, I'm okay with this because we're going to bust open the king. That's what we're going to do. My king is safer than his king. I think I have an advantage, at least. This bishop isn't really doing anything, so that's a plus. So do I want to take and bust open a file, or do I want to push and push back the bishop? I think if I push, it doesn't really accomplish anything that I'm trying to do, so I'll take, and then I'll move the knight up here. His best move is probably this fork that I just missed. Actually, it's not a fork because I have the rook, but I think his best move is to push this and to defend that square. Because now that I have this square, I might be able to set something up. No, I think I want to lead the attack with the queen. If I go here, he pushes, and then what do I have? Nothing. So I guess I double up. And before I double up, I'd have to move one of these pieces so I don't get forked. Right here. But if I double up, I can't really do anything because it's bishop. So that's why I wanted to get rid of the bishop. So what do? Do I jump here? And then he can't push this pawn forward because then I take that? Maybe so. And if he trades, I'm happy because it removes the defender of his king. Is that the move, guys? The engine will reveal all. You can beat this rating, guys. If you guys are stuck at 600, 800, I was there too. And let me just tell you that this basically isn't any better. Almost all the games are still decided by blunders and big mistakes. Every game. It's very rare that me and my opponents play a 90 accuracy game. That's like 1 in, 20? You can still get to 1300 still blundering. You just gotta blunder less, but that isn't saying a whole lot because it still decides the game. So you can do this. Don't give up. I underestimated the fork. It's a bigger deal than I thought. So, can I attack the queen? I have to, right? Just to survive for one more move because I can't do anything else. Here, let me threaten this. I don't know if attacking this queen was better, But after he moved it, I would have still been in the same situation. If he pushes, I'm taking this, and I'm ready to start my attack. Okay. I missed that. Oh boy. Can I save this? If I go here, what does he do? Queen here. Try to force the trade of queens. And then I do... Okay. And if he does that, then I take the rook. Sneaky little move. If he has tunnel vision, he'll miss it. Threatening this. Threatening this. What can he even do about this? Am I just busting in no matter what? Maybe I'll get an opportunity. Okay, he decides to defend this rook. So I'm going to have to make his king run away and extend the game. All right, so let's see. Check. He goes here. And then what do I do? Well, either way, I have to do this. And then I could threaten the queen and then see what opens up from there. Best way to attack the queen. So he's up material, but this rook still isn't in the game, and I have pressure on the king. He's not totally safe. Check. Okay. This is a lost game, but can I do like a sacrifice? If I go here, he takes with the bishop, threatens me. So I go. If I go here, he pulls out the bishop and threatens me. No, he can't. He has to move the queen. So let me try to triple up. He's got to pull off some battery shenanigans, even though I'm losing. Yeah, like I said earlier, let me know if there's anything to improve about the production. Looking for feedback. I'm looking for long form viewers. I wasn't interested in doing the reels and stuff. I just love playing chess, and I want a channel with the authentic game. So I wasn't interested in all the hoopla as much on short form platforms. Do I have a checkmate here if I take? If I do, I'm going to be upset if I don't find it. Okay. Check. Oh, I guess he's just going to move the bishop. Or just do that. That's game. Okay, good game. I obviously blundered. 1300. They call me at the top 6 or 7%, 6% in the world, and the games are still like this. If it's not me, it's my opponents. So all we do is just keep playing, take our licks, and learn what we can. All right, book. Okay, it was better to castle quickly. I'll remember that. Taking was bad. Oh, because I allowed him to undouble his pawns. So in this position in the Sicilian, when you take the knight and he has these doubled pawns, you got to leave him doubled. Okay, I'm gonna remember that for next game. What was my best move? Not allowing the bishop into the game. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Let's keep going. Okay. Okay, so where was my attack here? Yeah, best move, but I didn't know what to do after. This is all good, but where was my attack? Oh, I had to do this first. Why? But what if he would have just taken it? Okay, I could have had all this. I could have had all this if I would have pushed that pawn forward. For some reason, I thought the knight taking it stopped the attack, but I guess not. We're going to remember that pattern, okay? Sicilian or modern defense, anything with the fianchetto bishop over here with the knight. If my king is safe, I'm just pushing and pushing the whole time. And I hung my knight, of course. Fork. Oh, I had a fork. Why didn't you guys tell me? Just kidding. I seriously had a fork. And if I would have done that, the game would have been, he would have had a 1.5. Unbelievable. How do I see up 1300? Like, you guys could be this level. I'm serious. What was I supposed to? Yeah, even from here, I had no chance. So I thought I might have had something, but he played all the right moves. My bet, so instead of moving this rook, I would have been better doing this. I would have stayed alive longer. But either way, it was losing. All right, we learned. Let's see what we get this game, black or white. We're still 1300. Let's try not to dip below. So I'm a Sicilian player. The forbidden opening for people below 2000, right? But I don't mind because of the fact that it's led to success. I'll say that. I gained about 200 points plus just from learning the Sicilian. And I'm going to be happy with not allowing him to castle here. Because when your opponent doesn't know the moves, they end up wasting knight moves. And they just move their knights all over the place, and you win a bunch of free moves as black. And I usually get an advantage. My losses, I'm usually involve me blundering, winning positions. So I'm sure one day I'll face the consequences of playing the Sicilian, even though I was forbidden to by Chess Masters Online. But that day isn't today because I have the best rating I've ever had. So I'm not stopping yet. Okay, I forget what the move is here. He actually played this well, by the way. He put his knight in the right place, and then he pinned me. I probably had to play a6 at some point to stop the bishop. If he takes, I take. That's fine. And what's nice about this is that all this is really solid. When you just put all these pawns on light squares and your pieces are all back here, even though you're on the back rank, the opponent still doesn't have a clear plan. They just don't. At this level. So Sicilian is very good for getting advantages as black. If you just book up on the moves and get the patterns down, play some blitz, get the patterns, that's all you need right there. Okay, is it better to take the pawn? No, because then I can't get away with that. So I'll take here. And then I'll try not to lose this knight in the process. by... I can't do that because then he takes the check and then takes my knight. So where do I move it? I put my knight in the wrong square. I should have played e6 and then put it right here. When they play these pawns, they're taking the center, and even if you take, they still have the pawns here. You can't stop them from coming forward. So I should have played my knight here to keep it protected. So I guess I could still do that plan. He's winning a pawn at the end of all this. No, actually he's not. He's not winning a pawn because the queen will guard this. So while this isn't ideal, I'm fine. I'll just play e6, knight here. And then the bishop will fianchetto, of course. Okay. Okay, so he's threatening this and this at the same time. I'm a pawn up. Can I protect this guy if I just let him take this? This is checkmate, so no matter what, I have to play something that defends that. Let's see. e6, take, check, bishop out, and then I take this pawn. There we go. That's all we could do, right? Learn as we go. And now he doesn't even take the pawn. So now I can defend it. But how? Do I want to do this? Yeah, I can do that. There's no way he could take this and win the game. So, same plan. Fianchetto. Take this diagonal. This diagonal is very important in the Sicilian. You want to keep this bishop alive as long as you can, unless there's a trade of the same bishop. Was my turn? So he wants to take with check, and then I do what? Queen up, guard this, and attack the queen. Okay. And I guess this move should be fine. If he plays rook over, I'll just take the queen, so he's not going to do that. And he wants me to do that, so he brings this knight in, and then I have to deal with this. So where's this not going to do if I don't? Let's see. I guess I want to play here so he can never bring his knight forward. That's what I want to do. That's a plan I'm okay with. Okay. So now that I take, he could take that pawn, but I also have this pawn that I could potentially take if... So how do I take this pawn? He plays f4. And his defense is too quick for me to take it, but so he has an advantage because his king is safe. But I'm going to bring out this knight so that when he brings the rook over, I could block. Okay, that is a move. Let me go here, defend the pawn. If he brings a rook behind the knight, then I will think of something. Attack the bishop. His bishop's better than mine. He wants a discovered attack. So how do I respond? What is he going to attack with the discovery? He's just going to take a pawn at the most. Okay, that's still a good attack. All right, so let me just... If I go here, he checks again, and I can't get him out of there. If I go here, he takes that pawn, and then I take his good bishop and create doubled pawns for him. Oh, and it's with check. That's with check too. So let me think. Here, check. Oh man, there's so many checks here. That's the problem. Is it better to take this? Because I'm going to get checked no matter what. I mean, I don't have a queen for him to take or anything. All my big pieces are defended, so like no matter where I moved, he was going to check me more than once. So, oh, and he makes it easy for me. He doesn't do the discovery. What's better, his knight or my bishop? On an open board, I want to say my bishop. So this rook will be easy to get out. I just push once and then boom, boom. Going here is also a move. Not really, because it fixes double pawns. I want to keep that weakness as a target. So what is he going to be able to do to me now? That all my pieces are defended. Anything serious with the discovery? Either way, it's not good at being a discovery. Let's just get out of there. And we're running low on time. I'm at 3:13, so I'm trying to simplify this endgame as best I can and win that double pawn. And win the game. I'm going to play for a win here. He wins that one too. If I kick him, he takes. So I need to trade it. And he's probably winning. So let me go here so I can defend this pawn. He's going to take this one. But I'm making the best with what I got at this point. I can still win both of these. Can I go up there and start some drama with the king and win some pawns? Do I even have time, or do I have to? This is lost. Have to go here. Die a little bit slower. You never know in endgame. Sometimes people stop thinking once they're in the lead and then, oh, checkmate. I couldn't move from the back rank. Okay. Not a good day. Not a good start to my series, is it? And towards the end, I didn't really have a chance. But the game was equal around. So let's see what we can learn. All this was good. That was actually book 2, even though the pawn could chase me away. I don't know why that's book. Mistake. Okay. Great. Made the right decision. I should have taken the pawn. That's where I went wrong. I kicked the knight and allowed it to come to a good square. And then I just couldn't get rid of it for too long. And then he came and started the pin, and I should have just taken. D4 I'm always supposed to take. And it just slipped my mind. It just slipped my mind. I should have played e6 to let on my bishop. Okay. I had to play check and win the bishop. Missed tactic. Straight up missed tactic. Not a good day, guys. If you came here hoping to learn something, this was not a good example. Oh boy. Either way, we're learning, right? Either way, we're having fun. It's a lot funner to win, though. Okay, let's play one more. Let's try to end the day on a win over 1300. Let's go. Of course, we get black. We can't just end on an easy game. That's not a good move. What is this guy trying to do? Do I play d5 and punish him for all he had done? No, because then he pushes and I can't bring out my knight where I want to. So I'm going to play my standard move. Just pretend like this didn't happen. That's not where his bishop goes. His bishop's supposed to be over here. So he's not understanding the position, which is a good sign for ending today on a win. I develop on the king side first so that I could castle quickly. Okay. I want a fianchetto and I want this knight out, especially if he's not threatening over here. Then that means I can develop here and not be penalized for it. By the way, I also want to play a6, a5, and put this bishop here. So both bishops I want fianchetto long term. Because usually they put out the knight here and bishop. They put out the knight here and put the bishop on this side. And that's how they usually attack. And now I'm actually threatening that pawn too. So sometimes people blunder this on the Sicilian. Oh no, he is defending actually. He's disconnected. So we got a freebie. And I'll start one more game. And see if we can get a... Oh, no. He came back. Is this an actual opening? This the slow variation? That's what it's called? Really? Who would play this? Okay. Am I doing good by playing e5? And just never allowing him to... Just clamping down on the center hard since he didn't take any part of the center? If he pushes, I take. So I end up there anyway. So he can never push it. And his bishop's blocking this one, so he can never attack here. So I could wait on e5. I could just develop a piece. Because of the fact he's not contesting the center whatsoever. Yeah, he wants to play bishop there, but if I play e5, what is he going to do? Take. Okay, you know what? I'm trying to end on a win. I'm not going to blunder anything. Let me just play with the moves I know to play. And then afterwards I'll check on the engine so that when this happens again in the future, I'll see the pattern and I'll know what to do. But for now, I'm just going to play my moves, and I can't be worse because of the fact he isn't developing correctly. 2 bishop moves. I'll give him this. He did put his knight on a good square because a lot of times people will play the knight here, and then they can't bring it forward once I put all these spikes out for the knights. So if he goes here, that is a more interesting place for it. Okay. Defend and castle. No drama. Not going to play into his weirdness right now. Okay, he wants to play e5 and put his knight there. So how about we just don't let him do that, huh? Wait, do I have a tactic or anything? Because sometimes when they do play the wrong development, I have a tactic. No. So I'll go with my gut and I'll play e5. Even though it's not normally a move I play, I just feel like he's asking for it. Okay. Now if I start attacking here, what is he going to do about it? I don't see what he could do about it. So maybe I'll castle the other way this time because of the fact that I have all these pieces over here right in front of the king, and then he castles right in front of it. Here, okay, so what's the best way to go about this is the question. He's going to have to reroute that bishop to the other side. So I guess, I think this is probably the best move, guys. Because he's going to have to reroute the bishop. Because he can't bring out the queen to defend it. Either that or he's going to want to trade the bishop. Do I want to let bail him out with that trade so he doesn't have to spend 2 moves remaneuvering? If I go here, takes, he has to move the queen. He moves the queen to a dark square. And then what else is my plan? What's my follow-up to the attack? I guess it's good that my piece is there so that I could push this pawn. No, so that I could put my bishop here and attack that pawn. That's the idea. Is this the way to go, guys? Or do I go here and remove the bishop that way? If I go there, then he trades because his bishop can't do anything anyway in this game. Okay, which one's better? Here, takes. I'm going to go with this, guys. I'm hoping he trades me. And no matter what, I could target this pawn right after. And I'm going to try to castle this way when he starts threatening me. This is an unconventional plan. I've never played this plan, but I see the opportunities that he presented to me in the opening. And I just feel like I had to improvise a little bit to play the right moves. I'm going to keep my bishop out so I could move the queen and castle this way. Okay, he's running away already. Okay, so either way I could take that pawn. Let me just do that real quick. He has to defend what he can't defend. All he has is the rook. Look how funny that knight is. Do I want to take it? Take, check. Where's he go? Then he goes back. And then I check, sack, check. And then he goes back into the corner. Do I have enough there? Where's he going to go? So let's take our pawn. Where does he want to go, guys? What's he doing? Take, check. Oh, I played check with the pawn. Okay, so take, check. Where does he go? He either here or here. Either one I'm happy because then I follow with the queen and then threaten. It just looks really good, guys. It's not 100% concrete, but I don't want to get too low on time and then not be able to calculate the attack. I feel like this has to be good. That knight was really bad. compared to my bishop, but I just feel like I have an attack here. I gotta go for it. Okay. Now he has to run again, or else I check him again. Wait, is there a better move? Let's see what I got. Okay. Playing very unconventionally. I'll just trade this knight for now so that I don't have to worry about any forks. And at the same time opening the center as his king is in the center. He's not fully developed. Check. Yeah, I want the center open. But I messed up. I allowed my queen and my knight to be attacked at the same time. Do I have another check to bail me out? This one is just no. So I'm losing a piece. I'm losing a piece, so I don't have an advantage anymore. But his king is in the middle, so it's anybody's game. What's my follow-up? I can't believe I blew this. What happens if I just move the queen and then castle, and then I have the rooks staring them down this file? There has to be something, guys. If he takes when he takes the knight, yeah, his bishop can't do anything. So let me take this, and then I'll castle, and I'll be staring him down with the rooks. I wonder who's winning. I have a more active queen. Push, take, and then if he pushes, he opens up his own king. Why would you do that? So let me castle and bring these rooks. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. Now I have this. Do I care about that? There has to be something. Okay, I don't see it yet, but I do have this pawn. I do have this pawn. Maybe he'll blunder a fork at some point. What's my best move? Here, block, or block. Does that do anything? Not really. Better to push the pawn. Okay, now how do I remove the queen from the defense? I'm definitely the one pushing pressure right now, but he wants to double up here. Okay, but I'm defending with the pawn. Let me move my king closer to the center. Let me stop this. Okay, doesn't do anything to me. Fixes my pawn structure a little bit. Triple battery. That doesn't work because then I can take his queen, so I'm not worried about it. Let me go here. Just let's try to be solid. Oh, he takes that. He takes that way. Okay. Just really hoping to get some wins today, guys, but how disappointing. It's never too late for a blunder, right? Never too late to blunder. I feel like I have to play another game. I need one game of redemption at least for my first post. Come on. So this is what I plan on doing, guys. I plan on posting long form. I plan on posting some bullet tournaments, some bullet games, some blitz games. I just love chess. That's what I plan to do. So if you're for long form chess from somebody not in the top 1% of players, then let's have a good time. Follow me on my journey as I try to get to 2000. This game was really messy from the start. So apparently that is a real opening. That's a book move. And I should have played, when he played bishop there, I should have played knight out and got a piece out since he moved the same piece twice. Okay. That's what I should have done. Okay, this was the best move. Best move, okay? Now, how do I proceed with the attack? This was supposed to give me an advantage here. Best move, bringing the knight in. Okay. Oh! Duh. Take with the pawn. So that I have this file to attack the king. Then he brings out his queen. And I go here. And I have a battery. I bring over both rooks and attack on this file. Completely missed that idea. It's not an idea I should have missed on my level. I could have added pressure to the knight. Another basic idea. I should have brought the queen here, added pressure. And I would have won it too. He doesn't have a defender. So many opportunities, guys. I'm telling you. Just keep playing. If you have a rating goal, just keep playing and you'll get there. There's nothing special about any player. So, yeah, this is obviously a bad move. This is where I lost. So I was completely winning still. And then I just misjudged the situation. I play a check. I play a mindless check without evaluating the consequences. And now he's winning. That was my mistake. I get in these winning positions. I'm telling you. I get in these winning positions. And then I try to rush it. And then I lose. 90% of my losses, I feel like. Okay, he was winning from that point, and this was just all garbage. Just trying to make something out of nothing. Here I had a chance by doing what? That's a good move. It was better to go to bust through this side, try to get to the king. Okay. You know what? I know I said no more games, but I can't go down like this. I cannot go down like this, guys. No way. Not for my first post. Come on now. I'm not completely fraudulent. What's better for me? Do I take and then start hitting the queen like a piñata? Or do I just put my pawn out in the center? I'll put my pawn because I don't want him to be able to stop me from doing it later. Okay, queen out. Either he plays this, either he plays queen out, or f6. But he won't play f6 because that's weakening. So he plays queen out, and I take the pawn. I think I just take the pawn, guys. Or he plays bishop here, and yeah, either way I take the pawn. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, that's a mistake. I'm just a pawn up. Okay, let's play right now. Come on now. Fianchetto. Quick castle. Defending the pawn, of course. I'm not gonna let him get rid of my knight because I want to defend this pawn still. Okay, this is defended. He can't bring his knight this way. Is it beneficial to put a rhythm on the queen? Where's the queen gonna go? Here, here, or here? And then after it goes there, does that help me at all? To put a rhythm on the queen. I guess either way it's good because I take control of the file, right? Okay. Now, do I want to go here, let him trade, fix my pawn structure a little bit, and defend this pawn with a pawn? That seems pretty good to me. Or put a rhythm on the queen, let him take, and then take that. And then what does he do? I just have a bishop hanging out right here. And then he pushes the pawn, and then I do that. I bust open the king potentially if he decides to be brain dead. I'm liking the position after this, honestly. Take, defended with the pawn, file's defended by the rook. He can't come back and take. Fixes my pawn structure. It's got to count for something, right? Threaten, take, and then my bishop's just stranded. It's not attacking anything at that point. So I feel like it's got to be here. This is I calculated. I dropped that pawn. Now he's threatening this pawn. But it's not really dropped because I have that. But at the same time, sometimes that's a poisoned pawn. So you got to be careful. I'll go here. Then if he wants to check with the queen. Okay. Let's get another rook into the game. No, I'm not going to trade queens with you. You're ahead. I'm going to threaten down here. No, I'm not going to put my rook there, actually. So take, moves his rook, take this one. So I think he just dropped a pawn, at least one pawn. It's a love-hate relationship with this game, guys. Do I care to take that? Or did I just let him do it? Does it benefit me to take that? Or does it just make us put his queen on a better square? I don't see how it benefits me at all. So I'll just put a rhythm on his queen. And he also wants to do that to threaten my queen. So I have my eye on that. Let me go ahead and take my queen out of this discovery. Where's a better square? I want to keep this pawn threatened because it's isolated. Okay, if I go here, I win this pawn. So I at least get one pawn back. And I stop him from taking this pawn. Wait, do I? Take, take. That doesn't necessarily stop him. Okay, he's up 2. Okay, I guess I want to do this then. Guess I want to defend that pawn, the backward pawn. If he takes with the queen or the rooks, he loses the exchange, so I feel like that was a good move. Check, doesn't do anything. If I go back, he can't go here. He goes here, but that doesn't do anything. And then I get this pawn. Or he stays in that diagonal, actually. And then I win the pawn. Unless he brings a rook here. If he brings that rook, I'm taking this one. And he just... Wait. What? Do I have something? Take. He brings his rook down. Check. I go up. Check. Check. He can't do. He can't do that. Wait, can he? And then yeah, no, because then I just take. Okay. Okay. Take. Rook down. Take. Check. King up. My queen's sitting right here. My queen's sitting right here. He can't come back to this diagonal. If he does, if he moves his rook somewhere, he moves it here, here. This is weird. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm low on time. He just helps me bring my king closer to the center for no reason. How do I stop that pawn? Do I just have to push my own pawn? Let me go here and get in front of it. He's not going to give up back rank mate, I don't think. At least it's on a dark square. Now I could take it if he blunders. Can I even... Okay, what does he want to do? Rook here, take. So I got to stop that move. I gotta put my bishop here to stop him from doing the rook thing. Either way he does it, I was too slow. Because my bishop was behind this pawn instead of being on a better square. At least I get a skewer. Okay. End games are not easy. It's anybody's game. I'm closer to the center. Come on. A check doesn't do anything. I just defend my pawns. I don't think his checks do anything. Not falling for that. If he goes check, check, yeah, that doesn't, the checks don't do anything. If I bring this up, then these aren't defended. Then I have two loose pawns. See what he's gonna do. I had to do something. And I'm too low on time. Okay. I plan on having a better video for you guys next time. I'll say that. '60s. I'm not at the top of my game. Not at the top of my game at all. Won a pawn in the beginning, but then just threw away the game. I had to castle before doing this, before defending this pawn. Okay, that makes sense. Before defending that pawn, I had to castle. Okay, all this was good. All these middle game decisions turned out fine. Except when I went here. That's a blunder. That was the game. So I had an advantage and then threw it away. And did I ever get it back? A better move would have been what? Here. Okay. If I would have taken this queen, I could have went here and x-rayed this pawn. So I should have taken the queen. But I was thinking to threaten this one, but it was better to go after this one because this was an outside passer. Yeah, this is what I gotta get better at these end games. I keep screwing myself with the end game opportunities. I had to start getting these rolling and let this go. I had to go here. Oh, my rook was already here. I could have put my rook was already right here. If I would have put my pawn here, I could have stopped that. And then he couldn't come down to take because I would have been back rank mate. My goodness. You know what I'm missing, guys? I'm missing board noise. I'm missing board noise. I noticed that too. And after this, I had no real chance. He's always at one point. I had to. Yeah, this was already defended. I had to move my king to the center faster, so I could attack his rook before his king could come and defend it. It's these little details, man. I'm telling you, it's these little details. I had to go behind here and force him to weaken these pawns. I put my bishop here, he pushes, and then these are weak, and I go after him. My endgames have been terrible. I got the endgame demons. Blunder. Okay. All right, next time I promise a better video. I'm going to have board noise. I'm going to have better play, to say the least. Thank you for watching. If you're into this kind of content, please subscribe, and I look forward to sharing everything with you. Rapid, bullet, blitz. I need to get my speed chess rating, my bullet and blitz, up to where my rapid rating is. I'm about 600 points low on those. So I have goals. I have goals for chess, and I enjoy playing the game. If you enjoy, please comment, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. I'll be posting again, probably 2 or 3 times a week. So we'll get into a rhythm with that as well.